The dangers of deception. Dangerous deception. No one likes to be deceived. There is an inherent desire in each human being to know the truth and be told the truth. Even when society and culture places snares all around us with a false promise of happiness, the moment that people take to bite and compromise themselves, the very people who place the snares are the very first to point the finger and impound their victim's character, applying labels to destroy their reputations. The motivations for doing this are many, too many to discuss here. Some of the more obvious and insidious motivations are that people are looking for salacious headlines. They are trying to destroy a political opponent or possibly even are out of revenge and vengeance. Deception is very dangerous. When discovered, it breaks the bonds of trust that we share with each other. It makes it harder to develop trust with others in the future. It sets up stage where the economic potential of people can be adversity affected. Deception undermines the unwritten rules of societal interaction, and the very act of deception is born from a self-serving desire to manipulate the circumstances of others in order to gain more favorable advantage in those circumstances. While there are some people who actually receive great pleasure from the ability to deceive and rejoice in the consequences that others find themselves when they believe the lie. Most people in their core feel shame once they have deceived another. The writer of this proverb likens the person deceiving as a maniac who randomly shoots flaming arrows of death. That is a powerful word picture. Only a maniac would shoot arrows, let alone flaming arrows of death, randomly into a crowd. Deception affects more than just person or persons who are intended target. It affects the lives of everyone around them and potentially the lives of people who the targets will interact with in the future. Deception does not only change the circumstances of the victims, but also of the perpetrator. During the communication process, the effects of deception, the effect on the deceiver appear as changes in perception of one's own power as well as relational closeness. Additionally, the emotions of fear, guilt, and shame can lead to suspicion and probing by the target that can further aggravate the situational condition. Deception can lead to suspicion among participants, causing them to behave in a way that they are normally would not. Deception takes advantage of trust, trust of participant and creates a bad reputation for psychological reasons. It is commonly believed that lying is wrong. Despite this fact, I believe nobody can tell they have never told a lie in their life and their words still might not be true. It is really hard to imagine a completely truthful person, for lying is an essential part of a human psychology. We often tell lies when we do not want to harm another person's feelings. Apparently, all of us have at least once lied about someone's appearance or attitude. Such lies are often called white lies for its harmless nature. These lies are innocent and unoffending and cannot be regarded as something wrong, although I sometimes it's too uncomfortable to keep our feelings inside and keeps our mouth shut. This is great moral dilemma which, in my opinion, has no right answer. Some situation includes lying at all stages For example, politics. It is naive to believe that everything the government say is true, but sometimes they need to conceal some facts not to cause unrest in the society. Nevertheless, this not always helps, and riots, revolution, and wars can be the worst outcomes of lying. This argument reveals the double side of lie, which is good and bad at the same time. As regards a variety of lies, there are certain types of lying which is not regarded as a lying itself. For instance, exaggerating and belittling of information, providing information with double meaning, or any other distortion of the real fact is also, strictly speaking, a lie. Some typical lies usually include, for example, the well-known tales about of children.